gentlemen, welcome to episode 11 of Setbacks and a Shot of Tequila.
It's 11:45 right now.
Yeah, and you won't stop bitching about that. I'm sorry we had a late start. Get over it.
Yeah, I'd say late to start.
Anyways.
This is the first thing I have to bitch about. This is just me podcast of me complaining.
Yeah, right off the bat. Great start to the podcast.
He's not going to be happy the entire time, is he?
No, he never is.
No. That's kind of my signature thing.
That's your shtick?
Being miserable.
Anyways, I'm Luke. We are joined, of course, by Kenny. Say hi, Kenny.
Hi.
And we have a special guest tonight, my friend Matt. Say hi.
Hi.
He's really nervous.
I'm really nervous, and I'm not ready. And no, but seriously, hey.
Put your phone on silent, by the way.
I already did that. I did that as I walked. I did that before we made the run to the liquor store.
Oh, well, you're smarter than we are, because Luke's putting his on silent right now.
Right now.
That's right, I started the timer on time.
Almost.
Well, like, give or take 30 seconds.
Close enough.
Yeah, episode 11. We're back here again for another week.
Don't sound too excited.
I'm so excited right now.
Yeah, no.
Just wait. You'll find out why I'm just so excited right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that pretty soon. I guess we really don't have any pre-podcast banter going on right now, so we might as well just get straight to the toast.
Yeah, well, that's kind of... Last episode, we kind of drug on a little long.
Yeah.
I was just
we
sitting the
kinda
whole
got
time
distracted.
holding my shawl. I was like, can we just get this over with, please?
Anyways, I've got the toast for once, although I will be straight up honest and transparent here. I wish I could be creative enough to come up with this.
Oh, God, you plagiarized something?
Yes.
Well, I guess you didn't plagiarize.
Wow, that's like rule number one, man.
I'm giving credit where credit's due. I just know I saw somebody post this, and I immediately thought this would make the perfect toast.
Who posted it? Where did they post it?
I can't remember where they
When
posted
did they post it?
I saw this at like the beginning of the week.
Wow, so credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
Credit where credit is due, in that I'm not taking credit for this at all.
Okay.
Well, does that really
It's
count?
not false credit. It's no credit, but it's not false credit. You know. Anyways.
Just yeah, what is it?
To the man who invented zero. Thanks for nothing.
I don't want to take it. This is going to make me throw up.
Take your medicine like a good little boy.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Straight no chaser.
I ain't that
No.
balling.
No. We are not ballers.
At all.
No.
You can tell when the mood for the podcast is just like, you can tell right off the bat how the podcast is going to be. When there's that much silent between words, you're like, oh. And this is what we're just going to put in the back file. We're going to listen to this one when we listen to all the other ones. That's what I recommend right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of podcasts and listening to podcasts, I guess I'll start with the first thing I want to talk about, and the only thing I really wanted to talk about today.
Okay.
So prepared. Is my mom came up to me. No, she didn't come up. We were driving somewhere the other day. It was like a few days ago. And she was telling me, she was like, so actually one of my coworkers listened to one of your podcasts. Or she listened to the most recent one. I was like, oh, cool. And she told me what coworker this was. And keep in mind, she was, I think in her later 60s, I'd say. 60, somewhere in her 60s. And nice lady. Sweetheart. And my mom said, but she told me to ask you what docking is.
Oh.
And I was like, oh
my God.
Did
Well,
you
Mom.
fully explain it in the last episode?
We've explained it in almost every episode.
It's kind of, it seems to be a running gag.
Yeah. So, yeah, I told my mom what docking was, and the look on her face, she was like, I'm taking that off my Facebook right now. I've been sharing your podcast, and I didn't know that's what you... Oh, my God, I'm so embarrassed right now. I was like, Mom. It was just another listen. Thank you. So, needless to say, to anybody who is listening to this through my mom, or I guess anybody who, didn't know what they were getting into, I'm sorry, but stay tuned. Maybe we'll get better. No, we won't get better. Anyways, that's my story for the podcast.
Just drunker.
Just drunker, yeah. Speaking of that, we have... tonight
we
our featured
attempted a
drink is
drink.
diarrhea water. That's how I'm labeling
To
it.
be fair, it started out with the best of intentions. It's just, who knew that Hennessy cost $80?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That could be like a secondary toast. Fuck Hennessy.
Fuck
You're
him.
expensive.
Yeah. That's bullshit.
Let's just explain what we're going for tonight.
We were going for the Incredible Hulk, which is a lovely shot of Hypnotic and Hennessy.
Normally it tastes good.
Normally, turns out when I make it, it sucks balls. So
Hairy balls.
now with the inclusion of some twisted tea, it has now become the wonderful concoction of diarrhea water.
Yes, and honestly, we had to dilute it with Twisted Tea, which Twisted Tea, if you know me, and that's like my thing, my savior. But even that only takes it so far.
Yeah.
It still tastes like terrible. But we're gonna finish. I say that you're like half done yours, and
I've taken a sip.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
I
We'll
feel
finish
like
them.
I'm gonna get drunk tonight, and then everyone else is just gonna be like, "Man, what the fuck happened to Matt?" And it's just gonna be like, and then you're gonna trace back everything I drank, and it's gonna be like, "What the fuck was he thinking?"
Next drink, you're gonna add some tequila to yours.
Yeah.
and it'll be like a witch's brew of.
Oh,
Ugh.
we're just gonna play "What's in My Drink."
Yeah. Actually, that's a game right there. Let's turn this podcast into a game of what's in his drink.
We
Anyways.
have enough booze here for that.
We have so much booze tonight. It's
It's a little
I was so
ridiculous.
excited about it, and I started drinking this. I'm like, ugh. I think I'm gonna stop drinking alcohol now.
I'm just gonna quit cold.
This
turkey.
is what we call the cure for alcoholism.
But I'm gonna be honest. First sip, it kind of tastes like that Tim Hortons peach juice stuff they have.
a little bit, and then it kind of.
And then you swallow it.
Anyone else hearing?
Phrasing.
Anyone else hearing a slight echo every time somebody says something loud? Or is it
Kind
just
of.
me? You know what I think
well,
it is? I think it's that nice little newly added feature over there that's making that tingy noise.
You know, it might be.
That's my segue into saying, "What did you buy, Luke, for the studio?"
I make stupid purchases whenever I get paid.
Well, I don't really.
I wouldn't
them
call it stupid. Frivolous, like
Impulsive.
impulsive purchases.
Big words. I like big words.
Yeah, no, you don't.
No, I don't.
Every
frivolous
time,
is
every
bigger
time
than
I make,
impulsive.
every time I make a big word, you're like, I don't know what that means.
No, anytime you make a computer term, I bring up docking. Anyways,
Okay, so this week I bought a metal replica of Captain America's shield.
Courtesy of Cutting
Full
Edge
size.
Cutlery.
Exactly.
are they
Name
sponsored?
drop.
Are they sponsoring us?
They could
No, they could be.
This podcast brought to you by CuttingEdge.com, formerly known as Wieners.com. Look at, see, I'm carrying over a joke from last episode.
Yes, that's called a
Wieners.com.
running joke or brick gag.
Wieners.com.
Wieners.com.
Wieners.com. That's what I have to say. Anyways,
Same place. I also bought a tiny little, neat little wall display of the Master Sword and a Hylian shield from Legend of Zelda.
which is so cool.
Yeah, you were super excited when you saw that.
I was super excited about that. And as far as things I brought to the studio, which we won't have to explain them once we actually start a video podcast, which is coming soon, guys. I bought a King's Hand pin from Game of Thrones, and I was very happy with that.
Yeah.
And as a guest, I decided to bring a gift as well. I brought a War Machine
Iron
friggin'
Patriot.
what would you call that?
An
Just
Iron
a
Man
helmet?
keychain.
Iron Man
Keychain.
keychain, a War Machine, because technically it's War Machine in the movies.
Yeah.
It's
Iron
Man.
Patriot. Iron Patriot. That's what we're looking for. An
If
Iron
I-
Patriot
Well,
helmet.
no, it's Iron
keychain.
Patriot by the third one, maybe.
If Iron Man was a Super Smash Bros. Character, that'd be an alternative costume. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's just give
There
credit
would
to
be
credit's
there would
due.
be so many alternatives.
To be fair, that's actually an alternative costume in Marvel vs. Capcom. So
Yeah.
let's just call a spade a spade.
I just want to say, fucking talking about the whole Wieners.com thing. I just want to say, first off,
Do we have it?
we do not. I guess like to find out the price, they won't even tell you the price. You have to like email them to make an inquiry, like make an offer.
And you emailed,
If you
and
have to ask, it's too much for you.
That's exactly why. Right on their splash page where they send the email, it's like domains sold by this company often sell in the thousands of dollars
oh,
Yes.
for Wieners.com, which I can totally actually understand. 'Cause
so
it's like common word domains like that are stupid expensive because everybody wants to buy them.
So needless to say, we are starting a Kickfunder or
Kickstarter.
Kickfunder. It's a new thing we're coming up with.
We're gonna first start off Kickfunder, and then we need a Kickfunder for a Kickfunder.
Indie starter.
Yeah, can we
Kick-Go-Go.
kickstart a-
Indigo.
Anyways, we should start a Kickstarter for Wieners.com. Can we?
I'll shoot him $5.
Can we do that?
Well, we can try.
That smile that just came across your face, that satisfaction, the joy of a child.
You know when everything in your life just lines up perfectly?
Yeah.
That's happening.
Anyways, I just
So
want
look
to
out
say
for that Kickstarter.
I just want to say that
serious.
ever since I made that, like, I, clicked the link and did the inquiry, I have been getting so many goddamn emails of, like,
Wieners?
people asking about the
.com?
domain name. Yeah. But it's hilarious because it's like they're super professional, like, emails, like doing like
Wieners.com.
doing these super professional inquiries about my interest in the purchase of the domain wieners.com.
Is it like
do you sell Frankenfurters? Is that why you want the winners.com?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Sorry, that's such a delayed laugh. So is it what's the process? Do you just buy it or is it like a bidding thing? Like
It's
how
like
many
a bidding thing. I mean, I haven't looked far into it because they said they often sell for thousands of dollars, so I immediately just...
I'm just saying, from the guy who just impulsively buys a fucking Captain America shield and a Hyrule sword and shield, I don't think Wieners.com is gonna, be like that far out of your reach.
No, it's far out of my reach.
Well,
Considering
good
how much
news.
the shield and the shield
I'm
and
serious.
sword combo actually
Do you want to
cost.
start Kickstarter? Can
Not
we start?
really, but we can do it.
We will do it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm honest on this one. I will pitch in $5. I will pitch in $5 to the Kickstarter.
That's $5 closer. And
Yeah.
do you know how we're gonna share that Kickstarter? We're gonna share it through our brand new Facebook page we started.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
We are 11 episodes in, and we finally got a Facebook page for our freaking podcast.
We're up to
Children,
what,
that's what we call
42
Setbacks.
likes?
44.
44. Wow.
44 likes.
That's
And if you're listening to this, check it out. Just go to, it's actually www.facebook.com/setbacks and a shot of tequila.com.
Missed the .com.
I just said .com.
Yeah, the .com.
Is it .com after the...
.com / sorry.
You have
.com
no-
/
If you go to Facebook and you search up Setbacks and a Shot of Tequila, you can find our page. If you're listening and you aren't already a fan if you like the page, go and like the page because that's where you're gonna find everything and more. I've been thinking of really stupid things to post, but I just haven't posted them yet.
Yeah. I think I'm the only one that's posted under the
Excuse
thing
me,
so far.
I've posted under that thing.
Oh yeah, you posted the first few things. But
Yeah,
like,
I posted- since
since you created it, I think I'm the only one that's posted.
I have so many stupid pictures I found on my phone that I want to post. I was like, do we want to turn our like Facebook page into one of those ones that just have funny pictures all the time that people just start
We are
liking?
not turning our thing into BuzzFeed. I'm sorry.
But I'm just
not gonna
saying that'll generate a lot of interest.
Yeah,
Shots fired, BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed can suck a dick.
We've done the whole BuzzFeed thing on
Yes.
the podcast before. I still feel guilty every time I go on. I'm gonna be honest. I went on today.
You fuck.
I learned the 67 things. Oh, I don't remember what it was.
The
about.
69 interesting positions you can be in bed.
What was it? 69 separate pages with one item per page.
No.
Yeah,
no,
probably.
It's a list. It's a list. You scroll.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed, we're sorry.
Filled with one-word sentences for each.
I have to
item
say though, their
and stolen
videos,
pictures.
BuzzFeed videos. As soon as I saw them, I was like, "Come on, BuzzFeed! Like, just leave YouTube alone." But some of their fucking videos, especially the ones where it's when it's the guys acting like when it's like two guy roommates acting as if they're girl roommates, is the funniest freaking video.
Yeah, that one was
Those
fun.
are good. Like, and they have if guy best friends act like girl best friends, they're so freaking funny. Are you like looking up right now?
No.
You should just play the actual just video on the podcast and just eat up like 5 minutes of this thing.
No.
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 No, well, maybe we'll send a link in our link.
If we ever get around to that, yeah.
See, we can use our Facebook page as a link dump. Did that sentence sound as terrible as it sounded to me?
It wouldn't have made a goddamn sense like 10 years ago. Tell you that
No,
much.
no. I mean, like slurring wise. I feel like I'm slurring a lot.
No.
I should be slurring a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
thing.
then drink your
Drink up.
diarrhea water. I'm almost done mine.
Holy fuck, you are almost done
Jesus,
yours.
you are a tank. Can't stand
Do you? Okay, guys, just for reference, I'm 6'2", 300 pounds.
You're 300 pounds?
Yes.
I'm 6'3" and I'm 210. You're not that big.
I'm so that big.
Really? Oh, well, you wear it nicely.
Thank you. I like to think I wear my weight nicely.
Actually,
Chairs
300
don't
pounds?
agree with me, though.
As he's sitting on the basic couch. That's yet to get
I still don't fully understand basic.
Again, I think we talk about this every podcast.
We'll skip
Since
it.
we got it, yeah.
Oh, basic. It's just,
Boring, bland, I assume.
it's a lifestyle. And I'm starting to love it more. It's that thing you ironically hate, but then you start to ironically love at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I've been catching myself wearing
YOLO
like,
or swag.
oh god, let's not start about those.
Oh, I don't want to get into that either.
Actually, I can't remember. Damn it. Damn again, you remember things. There's something that, what is that?
There was a zombie walk today.
Is
Yeah.
that like a really bad case of herpes? Sorry, he has a picture on his phone that he just shared with us that looks like a lot of rash around the mouth area. Is that you? Was that you?
Really?
Was that him?
Yes.
Do you need...
I met you like an hour ago. I'm not familiar with your face.
Here, well, does this look like me?
So, did you use a Breva to get rid of that, or what?
It's all makeup right now. I am so contagious. I am so heavily contagious right now.
You've got the Ebola coaster.
Again, 2 weeks in a row.
Oh man, I was listening back to that Ebola talk we did last week. I was like cringing the whole time. I was like, ugh, this podcast is since. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, I listened to. Actually, I didn't even listen to full podcast. I listened to like half an hour of it, but I actually listened to some of our podcasts before. Oh god, cringe-worthy is the best word I could use. Like,
Yeah, you know.
no, I'm gonna be honest. I laughed at a few parts.
Oh, yeah.
Everything that I laughed at was said by like
Someone
not
that
us.
wasn't you.
Someone that wasn't Luke or I. But you
Yeah.
know what? It was good. It was
You know. Well, I mean, like, we kind of rely on, like, Taylor, you know?
Oh God, Taylor! Taylor, come back! You can blame it all on us. There's
come back.
just something
And everything about you.
Taylor, come back! Hopefully Taylor will be with us next week. She was going to be on this week, but unfortunately she had better plans.
Oh,
To be
Taylor,
fair,
if you're
I'm
listening,
surrounded by divas.
are you calling him a diva too?
Dude.
Yes.
Because there can only be one diva. That's me. I'm the Beyonce of this Destiny's Child.
Yeah. We're the rest of Destiny's Children.
Okay, so that makes him Kelly Rowland.
I'm okay with that.
And
That was
that
just
makes
the
me
loudest
no
goddamn
one.
thing.
Yeah, that
Does anyone remember the name of the third Destiny's
I
Child?
don't remember
No,
the name
no
of
one does.
any of
Anyways,
Destiny's Children.
that noise I just made. Are we gonna just explain what that loud?
Yeah,
noise was?
those a bottle opener I bought today.
We bought this really fancy. Luke, see, before the podcast started, we were talking when you were in the bathroom, Luke. We were talking about how we've become this unofficial couple.
Yeah.
That everything's become from I to we.
Yeah.
That's
You
really
have
weird.
officially become a we.
We've become a we, and it's so weird.
No longer, but to be fair, there's certain technicalities you have to be careful of.
Yeah, and again, we were talking earlier. Whenever I try and explain you or like bring you up in conversation, I'm like, I've used.
ashamed of you.
At the beginning, I was like my partner. I was like, don't use that word. So now you are my business associate.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
But anyways,
little better than a
Luke
partner.
bought this really fancy bottle opener, which he'll explain what it is, but I'll give my impression of what I thought it was. You ever watch Sailor Moon?
Yes.
I feel like this is like the gold Sailor Moon. Was there a gold Sailor Moon? Like Sailor like Exxon 37? Is that a planet? Or like a gas station?
Sailor
I'm not
Alpha
sure.
Centauri.
Excellent. You tell me.
But yeah, I thought it was like some like Sailor Moon bejeweled shit. But explain what this
Not-
bottle opener is right now.
Totally wrong.
You are in the right mind frame. It is space.
It's cosmic.
It's cosmic. It's the powers cosmic.
That
even.
shield is causing so much echo in my
Is it?
corner of the room.
All right. Yeah, it is. Holy
It
shit.
is. Yeah, you hear that?
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna move it out of the room.
Wow, Shield, you are already uninvited from the party.
Oh,
It'll probably be better once we like.
we need to like I don't know what we have to do with that shield, but that thing is the most loudest fucking thing ever. It's cool, but we officially have set pieces outside the studio, so look forward to that. When we drive past the building, we'll be the building with the Captain America shield hanging at the front of the building. We should actually hang the shield up front. No, it'll get stolen. Will it get stolen?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably get
To
stolen.
be fair, you are in bumfuck nowhere.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa, sir,
Whoa.
sir.
Whoa.
Sir.
Trashing on our hometown there, bro.
Like 75% of the audience that listens to this has lived in Carstairs at some point in their life.
Yeah.
And they know how terrible it is. I totally understand.
I'm sorry. I'm from Calgary. I was raised on big city life.
Really? You're calling Calgary big city life?
Compared to Carstairs.
Yeah, well, I
Fair
guess.
enough.
Anyways, yeah, so we have this bottle opener and it's magnetic and it's on my mic stand.
Okay, for
It's
the
the
audience,
Infinity Gauntlet.
it's the Infinity Gauntlet. For Kenny and others who don't know.
And it's from the Marvels game. He's doing-
That was an interesting noise. That sounds like the machine shop upstairs.
Why
Why is somebody there at 12:07 in the morning?
That's a very good question, guys. You should keep this sound in because I was listening to last week's podcast. Oh god, this podcast is. I was listening to the podcast, and when the furnace kicked on and we started talking about it, you
Couldn't
did,
hear shit.
Yeah, I did a good job
Yeah.
of canceling it out, but it kind of made it really weird because people are like, "What are they freaking talking about right now?"
Honestly, I didn't even make an effort to edit it. That's just a natural process of like the sound mastering
Oh,
that I
really?
do.
Yeah, there's definitely somebody. Our studio, spoiler alert, is located next to an auto garage.
But normally, nobody's there when we're recording, so it's not normally a problem.
And
I don't know
keep
why
in
somebody's
mind-
there,
Well, technically, usually we record at 7 o'clock. It is now 12:07.
but still, I don't know why somebody's there 12:07
Notifications.
in the morning on a Sunday.
Well, I know the guy who's renting it, and it's not past him to do that.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways, give your
Anyways.
lovely explanation to Kenny.
You could probably explain this far better than I could, but I'll do my best attempt. Because
Okay.
We're still on the magnet thing.
Yes.
yes,
Go ahead.
it is from
The Marvel Universe.
it's from the Marvel Universe. It is the not really weapon, but it belongs to one of the best villains in my opinion. My favorite villain, Thanos, who is
Is he the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy?
he's being set up as main villain.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Now I like this. That's like the
The
only
one that's
Marvel
played by Jeff Bridges.
Big purple dude.
Yeah, he's played by Jeff Bridges.
Not
Spoiler
Ronan.
alert.
Not Ronan the Accuser, but like the big dude in the floaty chair.
Okay, I know that guy. I don't know who Jeff Bridges is.
I'm a walking IMDb as well.
Shout out to Jack.
Speaking of knowing things, I'm just gonna start talking about this because I don't know anything about comic
Speaking
books.
of annoying things, Kenny's just gonna stop talking.
Speaking of
What?
things that Kenny likes that are terrible, apparently, because that's just the way I roll. I learned
feel
a
I
lot.
shouldn't speak here.
Anyway,
Is it about Taylor Swift?
Yes,
'Cause
it's about Taylor Swift.
This is totally where this conversation is going right now.
Okay.
I feel like I need to bring this up because I'm just so proud of this thing. As anybody who knows me personally, and I don't know if the podcast has justified this enough, but I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan. Like, I live for that shit. Slay Queen, as the Twitters say. It's you don't. Do you know what that means? It's like a thing.
Just
Anyways.
move on.
Big Taylor Swift fan. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'll be first in line for her album, and I'm not ashamed of it any bit. So try what you will.
You're all up on that T-Swizzle?
I'm all up on the T-Swizzle.
Okay.
Anyways, recently, it's been a little while, but since her new single came out, and we've kind of started talking about, my mother and I have become this. We've started bonding over the thing that is Taylor Swift, and I'm proud of her for liking Taylor Swift, and I think she's doing just to, humor me, I thought. But today she totally schooled me on something I never thought that she would. I was showing her some random Taylor Swift video. I know it was like a behind the scenes thing. I don't know exactly what it was, but her cat was in it because she loves cat. Taylor Swift loves cats. Spoiler alert. And my mom, the first she says is, "Oh, that's Olivia Benson." I was like, I looked at her, I was like, "What?" She's like, "That's the name of her cat." I was like, "How the hell do you know that, Mom?" And she was like, "I've known that forever. How do you not know the name of Taylor Swift's cat?" And she looked at me, she was like, "I thought you were a fan." I was like, "Whoa, Mom."
Shots fired.
Oh, yeah. So
Damn.
So I just want to say shout out to you, Mom. I'm sure you're never gonna listen to these podcasts again since the whole docking incident. But thank you, Mom, and I love you for that. And yeah, and from that point we ended up watching an episode of Law and Order SVU so she could show me who Olivia Benson is, because apparently Olivia Benson is a character.
You and your mom sound so adorable.
We are the most cutest son and mother ever.
Okay, just go apply for Amazing Race and be that sob story already.
Yes.
That look. I wish this was videotaped because I wish I could express that look to the world.
Mom, we're applying for Amazing Race right now. Let's do it. Sorry, Amazing Race Canada.
Do you know how often that conversation comes up in my family? Well, if we were in the Amazing Race, like my family, this is an event.
Is your family a bunch of gay people? Because you're talking as if they were all gay.
Oh, absolutely.
Good for you for being progressive. Modern family right here.
Totally.
No, but seriously, my family is obsessed with Amazing Race. We are so obsessed with Amazing
You and your
Race.
two dads? Sorry.
Actually, my family's a broken family. Thank you very much.
So you and your two moms and your two dads?
Exactly. No, but it is so messed up that we have such a big obsession with it that we have a trophy for whoever picks the winning team.
Shit.
No word of a lie.
Your family sounds like the most adorable family ever.
I know, we are just so loving. And like,
did you win this
every
year's
time
trophy?
I've won twice now.
Dang.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I watched like the first season of Amazing Race, and I haven't watched it since.
Whatever you do when you're watching through if you ever watch through Amazing Race seasons, don't watch the family edition. It was terrible.
I just remember the only thing from that season was the Brown family were a bunch of brown people. I was like, really?
Congratulations.
Really, NBC? Is it NBC that's Amazing Race? That sounds right.
Actually, I thought the Brown family was black.
Well, whatever.
It's not important. Point being, so we watch this, and as we watch the Amazing Race together as a family, there's always this conversation of, oh well, if I was doing this,
How do you like your family? Is in your explain who your family is?
My family consists the people who are involved in this are me, my girlfriend, my brother, his wife, my mom, and my stepdad.
Okay.
So, and we come together once a year and we watch an episode of Amazing Race together. Just the first episode, we can all pick our teams. And we will all sit down and we'll start talking about like the challenges, and they'll be like, "Oh, this team has to go do a bungee jump or something like that." And I'm like, "I am so scared of heights." I look over at my girlfriend. I'm like, "I hope you can do this because there's no way I could." And like my brother and I, we talk. We're like, "Man, if we went on the Amazing Race together," and he's like, "We would suck." And I'm like, "Shut up. I can't run. Shut up." And then he looks over at his wife and he's like, "I don't know. I guess I pick you, Matt."
Is this something wrong with his wife? Is she in a wheelchair or something?
No.
No?
No.
What's wrong with her?
Nah, he just trusts me more. We're best buds.
We're just gonna say we're like brothers.
We're like brothers. We're so close. We're like brothers. But it's the most.
How old is your brother?
He's. Oh my god, I have to think about this. This is sad. He's
Is
4
he
years.
older?
He's 4 years older than me. He's 27.
27. He's married. And you're how long has he been married for?
2 years.
2 years. So
He's been with the girl for
27.
He's been with the girl for 4 or 5 years.
Okay, so are you gonna be like proposing to your girlfriend in the next year or two?
You know, my brother expects the same thing, and no, because we've already got this planned. I'm not proposing to her until I can take her to the wizarding world of Harry Potter. She is so obsessed with Harry Potter. I'm taking her to the wizarding world of Harry Potter so I can propose to her while we're in Diagon Alley.
Is that where the stairs move?
No. Diagon Alley is like where the whole thing starts.
Okay,
That's your journey.
Well, that's
to becoming a wizard.
You need to propose to her by giving her a snitch that opens up and has the ring inside.
That's. Thank you, Luke. I owe you everything now.
Yeah,
I owe you my entire marriage.
Yes.
Assuming you get that far. Sorry.
Yeah,
Pheeno.
no,
Sorry.
it's gonna
Okay,
fail. It's
Sorry,
gonna fail.
the bitterness is coming out. Is your girlfriend gonna listen to this podcast?
Probably not.
Can she?
I can try and get her to become a listener.
Can you like tell your whole family and everyone you know?
I'm totally gonna throw this up on Facebook when I get home, or when it gets edited.
Yeah. It's uploaded.
Edited that word. Funny.
Edited.
There's like no editing here.
Very limited.
That's the charm of this podcast. Is it
I
should be edited, but it's not.
I get the start date. I like the start time. I cut out the intermission, and then I don't even end it at the end. I usually just end it whenever I like stop the recording.
I've never got to the end before to listen to it. Actually, I listened to the end of the one that the power went out. I skipped to the end just to hear what and it turns out I think all our mics were working because we all sound like we're all clear. You can hear us all.
Just off on. It was literally just my mic.
You show so much faith in your own podcast. It's amazing.
We've already gotten our first bad review. I'm just so heartbroken and distraught from that it's never going to heal itself. I'm kidding.
It's okay.
It was funny.
I was pretty proud of it.
I am so happy with that.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever end up talking like fully about what the bad review said?
Yes.
Oh man, I gotta listen to that podcast. So far, I've only listened to one. I feel so.
9, right? Our first podcast in the studio.
It was episode 8 that was referred to.
Oh no! Oh my god, your guys' quality is shit. Why don't you guys get better microphones?
No, actually,
you guys are so boring.
Our quality is actually probably the only thing going for us right now.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah,
it sounds good.
No, it was episode 9 that we talked about the bad.
Oh yeah, it was episode 8 that the review was about. But
yeah.
I think we've given that fella enough light in our podcast.
Have we?
I don't know. I can't tell. I
he
deleted him as a friend off of Facebook.
Ooh.
Just for giving you a bad review.
I want to get rid of the negativity in my life. And it just reminded me, why am I friends with this person on Facebook? I don't even know this person.
Actually, you know what? I just want to bring up something. Far be it from me to control the podcast for a second here, but there's something I want to bring up.
Okay.
How serious is Facebook? Because you brought up earlier that when Luke deleted his ex from Facebook, you went, "Ooh, you deleted your ex from Facebook?" Like, that seems logical. I don't want to know what's going on in my ex's life. I don't care. If anything, I want her as far away from me as possible. Is deleting someone from Facebook nowadays a cardinal sin? Like, I must be behind here.
You know what? That is such a good question. Hold on. That's such a good question. I think we have to leave that on a cliffhanger because I think we need to take an intermission right now because I really have to pee.
We are like half hour in.
Well, this is going to be like a couple of intermission episodes because I'm a few in. Keep in mind, guys, we're recording this now. It's 20 after 12. So you know what? Give me my intermissions because I've been waiting all fucking night for you guys. So on that note, guys, we'll be right back.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Welcome back, guys. We're back. I peed. I feel better now. What were you asking about Facebook?
I was asking how legitimate, how important, how real is Facebook to like
your everyday
our
life.
social connections. Like, if I were to delete someone from my Facebook, should they feel like shunned, or is it just fucking Facebook?
My answer for that question is yes.
Yes to what?
Thanks.
Yes. That's my go-to answer for anything that's beyond me. Like,
see, to me, man, it's just Facebook. I mean, does it matter?
For me,
Not
that's
really.
Like,
sort of a complicated question for me personally, because Facebook, like, well, not just Facebook, but like online interaction is how like most of my social life happens these days. You know, I work so much, I don't have time to do face to face, and on top of that,
you have no time to apparently respond to my text messages either.
Yeah, I know.
But Luke, just theoretically, if I were to drop you off of my Facebook right now, and like you suddenly like you realize like, oh man, we're not friends on Facebook anymore, would you feel slighted, or would you just be like,
I don't know. I think
I don't know. Because it's like, I constantly keep my Facebook friends under 100. I try my best.
Really?
Yeah, under 100.
Then why do we have him on the podcast? He's not going to guess anywhere.
No. I'm useless to you. Great job on a choice, Luke. This is what happens when Luke brings in guests.
This is why I am the PR guy.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
On this note, we're going to have to cut this podcast short. Stay tuned next week for somebody I pick. Bye. Okay, you're lovely. But seriously, like, Facebook has a recommended friend list for a reason. Check it out. You might reconnect with some people you never want to see again. Speaking of which,
I run into a guy I see all the time, and he added me on Facebook, and I don't have the heart to tell him that I once did his girlfriend.
Whoa.
But he added me on Facebook.
Sorry, we're not done talking about Facebook. You're just trying to like drop to another level. So are you saying that if I added you as a friend on Facebook, which I probably will because I'm that kind of person, you will decline me?
No, you seem like decent people.
No,
I'm one person.
No, he'll just have to like he'll just have to like he'll just have to like cull his Facebook friends list again, back down to 100.
Yeah, you're gonna.
It depends on whether or not I ever see you again. If I never see you again, I mean, since I'm gonna be you guys have now picked up a subscriber to your podcasts, I'm probably gonna keep you as a friend just because, like, oh right, he makes those stupid podcasts that I listen to.
Terrible, 2 hour over long, boring
that
ass
I listen
podcasts.
to while I'm
masturbating. I hope.
You know, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, maybe too far.
No, it's never too far. Good. Because, yeah, anyways, back to Facebook stuff. I appreciate your friend accept. See, this is a state we've come to that even in, like, face-to-face conversations, we're still exchanging friend requests as if...
Yeah, no.
Yeah, anyways, I was scrolling. One day I was bored, and I was perusing through my, recommended friend list, and I ran into, I'm going to keep names out of this, I ran into somebody that we went to high school with.
Okay.
Not necessarily our grade. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just in our school.
Okay.
And I kind of creeped her Facebook, and oh my god, I feel so much better about my life when I look at other people's stuff. I'm just gonna put a reference, and she posted pictures of herself that are risque, but risque with somebody with a face that kind of looks like a 4-year-old is it's kind of gray area. But all the comments,
an actual 4-year-old?
No, not an actual. Jesus Christ, who invited this guy? No, but the comments on them, and my favorite comment, which will just makes me smile every time, is
thirsty.
Somebody commented, "You look lost," followed by a comment from a separate person saying, another person commented saying, "I totally understand. You look like you need to figure yourself out a little bit. Take some time, maybe step back from the chains and leather and just, figure you out. Because, yeah, this..." And that made me smile so much.
Just because, hilarious.
And this person will remain anonymous, and I'll tell you as soon as the podcast is over the exact person. I'll show you the picture. But it just made me laugh and made me smile, and making other people feel bad and knowing that they're going through rough stuff just makes me feel a little better about myself sometimes.
See, I have the opposite effect. Going through life, have come across people I'm like, they are going to grow up to be prostitutes. And then I see them and I'm like, oh, yeah, so I'm now a lawyer's assistant. And I'm like, and I'm working at a video store. This is when I was working at Blockbuster. And it was like, yeah, I'm working at Blockbuster. Cool.
See, where we're from, when we say they're going to be sluts, they have like 3 kids already.
Yeah.
Small town. Married.
Small town.
Or married. Yeah. No offense to anybody who's like married right now in like our age group, but
yeah, like I'm sorry, like no offense to people who are married, just got married. Did you settle? Like that, but it's like Jesus Christ, like that seems really young. Like
I feel so behind. Actually, I had this conversation today with my family. It was this whole serious yelling match. That's just kind of how we talk. About like where I am right now compared to other people. And I'm just like, you know what? I feel so far behind, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't have a kid. I don't have any like STD. I'm not a drug addict. You know what? I'm not jobless. I'm not homeless. So I could be worse, right?
Yeah. Pretty good.
That's how I feel. It could be worse. That's our second podcast slogan is
Could
be worse. There's something. Sorry, I'm bashing our podcast.
Sidetrack
so
with the decided to get. What is it? Oh my god! Wow.
Really. It's. Everyone should know by now. It's Setbacks and a set of tequila. Everyone should know that.
God.
We haven't made that mistake in so many episodes. It feels like
It's been a while, yeah.
We've grown up so much.
Yeah.
Now
so fast.
you have your
Could
hand
be
up as
worse.
if you want to ask a question.
Could be worse. Just have that as your like underneath the title name. Could be worse.
I feel like making that the subtitle of our website.
I feel like that could be also a podcast name.
Yeah. That's a podcast.
That's another running joke. We're so bad. Anything that has the potential to become this like little like thing that happens, we always comment upon it so much. Like as soon as something happens, we call it out so that it ruins anything. Like
Run it into the ground.
we run so many things in the ground with this podcast.
Yeah.
Like running things in the ground could be like our thing, and we've talked about it already, and now we're gonna run it again. Anyway, so your family. Tell us more about your family.
Cycle.
Broken home. Explain that. What happened?
Whoa.
Was it your fault?
How about you go drink a nice tall glass of fuck yourself?
So I'm practicing my interview skills because apparently I'm terrible at interviewing.
So, Luke, remember that thing we said we were going to talk about that would shut Kenny up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Segue. Jesus Christ. It's almost as bad as having Brody here.
Oh God. Yeah. You totally still forgot to freaking bleep out the N-word.
I did?
You did.
Ooh.
Yeah, you forgot to bleep that out.
Yeah.
I guess I swear a lot, don't I?
No, we swear all the time. Like, it's shitty fucking titty bitch cool, but like, the N-word is like, we have a really prominent black fan base, and we don't want to like rumble things
And
up in the
we're all
hood.
white, so you know.
They don't know that.
Yeah, we could. Well, Luke's kind of brown. He's got something running through him.
You are super tan, man, all
No,
the time.
what are you again? You're like part
Native.
No, what native though? Métis?
Cree.
Cree.
Cream Métis. Yeah.
Cree, Métis.
Métis like a mix, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, so, you know, we got a little hood running through us.
Totally.
That's only applicable in Canada.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
It's not, though.
especially
It's
like
not at all.
prairies, Canada.
Yeah.
We are the Alabama. Actually, sorry, we'll get into that boring shit you want to talk about. But
Whoa.
speaking of Canada and stuff, we talked about this actually after last week's podcast. Is this new thing that it's not going to be part of my like favorite thing of the week, but I'm going to talk about it anyways. Is Letterkenny. It's a series of videos. It's called Letterkenny Problems that I was showing last weekend. That's become my new favorite thing, and I'm like quoting it all the time now. And it's apparently Letterkenny is this town in Ontario, or no, Montana, or not Montana, Manitoba or
yeah, like-
Ontario. I don't
yeah,
forget.
central-ish Canada.
Yeah, that area. Very small town, and just the people on it remind
This
me
is
of.
where the Canadian accent came from. Like this
Yeah.
particular.
And it
town,
reminds
pretty
me of
much.
people we went to high school with so much.
Oh, absolutely.
But I recommend, again, maybe we'll post, actually, I'll post it on our Facebook because that's easier than link them.
Stop playing with your buttons, damn it. Every time I hear it over the headphones, I'm just like, shut up.
I'm sorry, I'm very fidgety.
I
I'm
see
gonna-
that.
I'm
Well,
gonna
you're not.
actually-
You're no Lisa.
Oh, God. Just wait till you meet Lisa. She's honestly, she just spends a whole podcast doing this.
So she's half cat.
Yeah, she's something.
I'm gonna tell you said that.
I'll
If
tell
she
her.
listens to the podcast,
I
then
doubt she does. She's been on it enough times that you think she would, but I've been on every episode and I don't listen to it, so.
You know.
Anyways, oh yeah, Letterkenny. It's really funny. I'll post it on our Facebook. Check it out. That's all I have to say. Go talk about your stuff now.
Well, oh fuck! I'm trying to remember that one quote. It's like, take your tank top and Tonka trucks and fuck off.
No, it's why don't you take your tank tops and your Tonka truck and go kick rocks? One of my favorite
I
ones
don't give a fuck.
or my favorite. Yeah, no, it was like it is good weather for haying. What's it to ya? Just kidding. I don't give a fuck. Oh god, there's so many things. It's like a few friends of mine, I bet I couldn't make it to Thunder Bay in 15 hours. Had it been so goddamn bad. Or my
goddamn
favorite one
bad.
is like, I don't remember the first part. I was like, yeah. This
As
friend,
opposed to his last favorite one.
This shut up. This friend of mine, she had a skunk, took the stinker right out of her. Kept it as a pet. That's par for the course right there. Just the way they talk, I wish I was more redneck.
Yeah.
This is pretty bad.
It's
I thought you
amazing.
said this is where the Canadian accent came from.
Oh, absolutely Canadian.
It's
Once you-
it's like
once you hear it,
it's
no,
like a Texas. It sounds Texas, but it's Canadian.
It's what the Americans think the Canadian accent comes from.
Yeah.
Like the whole a boot.
Which apparently we do have a accent.
Apparently.
Albertans absolutely do.
I've been told I have an accent.
I went to America and nobody believed me when I told them I was Canadian.
Yeah,
So
you-
What's the
apparently-
most common type of dressing put on salad?
For me personally,
Just in general.
Salad
in
dressing?
general, is ranch.
Now, most Albertans, without even thinking about it, will say ranch. Now, what I said versus what you said sounds almost no difference, but Albertans hold the R.
Ranch.
Ranch.
How did I say it?
Ranch.
Did
Well,
I?
No, you didn't. You didn't. It's like ranch and rancher and ranger.
Ranch.
Just for the record, though, I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't have any of those. So I'm like,
He never talks about ranch.
Yeah.
but I always talk about my lactose intolerance. I think we're like
Every
11 for
chance you
11.
get, yeah.
11 for 11. I like to talk about myself.
Whoa.
Spoiler alert, guys. What?
Okay, we need a charge cord for this laptop.
Oh, yeah, I've been
Apparently
using
forgot to
it.
charge it.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of porn lately.
Internet porn.
All about that Tumblr.
I'm all about that porn. About that porn. No feet fetish. I'm all
You know
about
what?
that porn.
Honestly, I am so sad when it comes to like being up to date with the internet in general that I just found out that like honestly there are better ways than like porn sites to get porn. Tumblr and like
Yeah, the Tumblr thing's new to me, and I probably shouldn't be talking about it as much as I am because I talk about it a lot. But yeah, Tumblr,
Dude.
apparently Tumblr has no, like, you know, like, it's all can be, you know, nudies and stuff. There's no limit or no, like, restrictions on that stuff, so that's interesting. Apparently Twitter's the same. You can have boobies on Twitter. What? Is that the one thing you had unplugged? You just unplugged, like, our mood light.
he's only mad because that light points almost directly at him.
No, that light points almost directly at the disco ball, and it looks cool.
Well,
isn't there
you
two
can you can, you know, fix that if you want.
You can
I
go
just wanna
kick some
say-
rocks.
Yeah, you can
You
go kick
take
rocks.
your tank tops and tonk truck and go kick rocks.
I just want to say that, yeah, Twitter can definitely be all boobs. That is, for me, it is thanks to one person that I follow. I met a friggin' friend of friends, and all he posts is porn. It's hilarious.
That's funny. Talk about your stuff now. I'm busy. I'm posting. See, I'm posting that Letterkenny video right now on her Facebook page. I just learned how to do that.
God, you should get the pages app.
Oh well, I had that app. I have to re-download it. No, like YouTube. From YouTube, you can post it on your page.
Yes.
Well, I didn't know that. So
Anyways, I guess we're moving on to our thing now.
I
The
don't
thing
like that light
I,
being
the
off.
whole reason I came here for.
Pretty much,
get
yeah.
into that.
We've wasted like 45 minutes just talking about shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
anyways. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh my god, are we really
Whoa.
gonna get into this?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about that now. Let's postpone your
Let's talk
thing.
about anything except for the thing that Kenny doesn't want to talk about.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Because everyone knows this is a Kenny
Oh,
show.
stop fiddling with that.
It's
Oh,
noises.
stop fiddling with that.
He's
I
playing
can
with
hear
his mic
every single
stand.
thing.
I'm sorry.
I told you your mic stand was set up weirdly. He has his mic stand pointing at almost like a freaking like a 50-degree angle, just like pointed up and straight down at him, and it just looks so weird. So weird. Like this is how
Yeah.
any mic, even yours, is a little off kilter. Like
This, because the people can hear exactly what this is.
my hand's making enough wind motion that they can tell what I'm pointing at.
I can actually hear that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He's talking about approximately a 45-degree angle. Mine's more at like a 70-degree angle.
Yeah.
Math.
I can't type on my phone and talk at the same time, so carry this.
Okay.
I'm posting.
Anyway, so yeah, the whole thing, why you agreed to you agreed to come on this podcast as long as you could talk about this one particular thing.
He had specifications on coming on this podcast.
I have a writer.
It was more of like he was like so how do you like I was like he asked like how we come up with our topics. He was like, oh yeah, you just come up with like we just talk about whatever. He was like, okay, well I want to come on if I can talk about this.
So he's not like he didn't say I'm gonna buy my own mic. I want to be on that bad.
No, he wasn't Corey. No,
Corey, not quite a Corey.
No,
okay,
not quite a Corey. But you are.
I like the way that sentence sounds. Not quite a Corey.
No, it sounds nice, doesn't it?
It does.
Not
like
quite
that.
a Corey.
Not quite a Corey. It was what?
Anyways, you are kind of you're the resident comic book guy.
Oh, well, I mean, I am wearing a Marvel belt and a Deadpool t-shirt and a Punisher wristband.
I didn't even notice the wristband.
I didn't even know people
Am I
still
wearing
wore
my
wristbands.
Marvel underpants? Am I wearing my Marvel
Is that like
underpants?
modern
Not today.
puka shells?
What kind of underpants are you wearing?
Hanes. Are you checking yours?
Oh no, Denver Hanes. Actually, hold on.
Now I'm curious.
Ooh, actually, I'm kind of being douche. I'm wearing Calvin Klein right now.
Oh, Calvin Klein. I'm going back to the future.
They're
Marty
so
McFly.
comfortable.
Are they pink?
Oh.
It's a Back to the Future reference, bro.
They're
Bro.
sleek black.
Bro.
I think they're like silk or something, but like, holy shit, man. This stuff is
Bro.
like smooth as fuck. My pants just slide off. What kind
Ladies.
Hang on.
Luke, what are you wearing? You didn't say.
I'm going with the classic today. I'm wearing Fruit of the Loom. Fruit of the
Briefs?
Loom. What?
Briefs?
Briefs or boxers, bro?
Boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs. That's the way
That's
to go.
what's up. Seriously.
Boxers are the most fucking uncomfortable thing you can put between
And
your legs.
I'm sorry, briefs. I don't need that much constriction up there.
No, I don't. The constriction's not the problem. It's a chafage between the bare legs, right at the thighs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have sensitive skin, and fuck that shit. Just especially when you're like working and moving your legs around a lot. Like at the end of the day, they're just burning.
Anyways, reason I came here. So I'm the resident comic book nerd, and I just found out about the news of Robert Downey Jr. confirming that he's going to be in the next Captain America movie. And Variety just recently reported that, hey, so the next Marvel movie, as far as Captain America goes, will be Civil War. Now, most comic book fans are just... Their minds are blown. They've been waiting for this comic book event. This is the comic book event to define so many comic book events. We've had so many, but this one right here, don't fall asleep, Kenny. This one right here just blew everyone away because it was so much controversy involved.
How much
So much
controversy?
Well, we had superhero against superhero. I
Yeah?
know. Takes your breath away.
Taking your breath away. Keep talking. I'm just gonna sing it back. Sorry.
So,
Background music.
that being said,
You lost your train of thought, didn't you?
I'm not happy about it. I am so not happy about this Civil War stuff going on. Because I know Marvel has proven to me through the Iron Man 3 movie that they can take their best storylines and just screw it up.
Yeah,
There's a third Iron Man movie.
Holy shit, Kenny! Get up on your shit already!
It's painful, isn't it? This is what I have to put up with every single week.
Every single week.
Every single week.
You are a stronger man than I.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because you're like extra loud, but I still hear echoing sound.
No, it's all me. I am
Is it
so
you?
loud.
I think it might be the cymbals over
I
there.
can hear it too.
I am so
It
loud
might
I
be the
make
drum
myself,
set that happens to be in the studio.
I am so loud I make myself deaf.
You know.
That's right. Whatever. That's cool. We have editing for that. Anyways, so yeah, Iron Man 3.
Yeah, no, they took one of their best Iron Man storylines in Extremis, and they decided, you know what, we're going to appease fans by adding the Mandarin, and they slowly...
That was pissed me off more than anything.
Those are my favorite type of oranges.
So, I think, honestly, even with the inclusion You are just staring at that drum set now with the most angry look. Like, stop
I
echoing.
can hear that. I think we just need to bring more of those soundboards in. Those like sound absorbing pad things in.
But either way,
you're not that stealthy. I'm sorry. Anyways, continue.
Either way, I truly, honestly believe that Marvel's going to screw it up, even with the negotiations that Sony has had to include Spider-Man, who is a very important character.
Yeah.
But what they're forgetting is so are mutants.
Yep.
And even if they want to call them, you know, what's the word that they're using for Quicksilver and Scarlet
Miracles.
Witch? Miracles. Even if they want to call them miracles, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because the mutants are the inciting incident.
Yeah. It all depends on how well they can adapt these storylines to the setup that the MCU has so far.
To be fair, and I'm sorry, this whole podcast, if you don't know what goes on in the Marvel comic book universe, and if you're watching the movies waiting to see what happens, one of the things they have to do to continue on with the proper Civil War storyline is kill off Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Thor dies. Thor leaves. And then...
Though, to be fair, with the whole Thor thing, I mean, it's not...
He's not technically dead. He just leaves, and then they copy him, but he's considered dead.
Yeah.
So... They have to bring in characters that don't exist yet into the Marvel universe, including like not Colossus. Wow, Goliath.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now it's just one of those things. They have to bring in so many characters. They have to do so much before Captain America 3. I don't think Marvel has the time.
No, absolutely not.
They kill Thor. I'm sorry, just
Thor has died.
That's like super spoiler alert.
Yes, it is, and that's why I called it out before I said it. Yeah.
He dies a few times?
Yeah.
To be fair, at one point in the comic book universe, someone takes up the place of Thor, and it's a horse alien. His name is Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill is a fucking badass.
I know, I love his mask. If you don't know what Beta Ray Bill is, seriously, look up Beta Ray Bill. It is possibly the funniest and most badass thing at the same time.
And it's also not the only time that somebody else has taken up the Thor mantle, what with recent news.
Oh, the female Thor thing?
Yeah. I like it. I think it's cool.
My problem, honestly, I don't have a problem with Thor being a girl. I have a problem with Marvel trying to appease all audiences simply to appease all audiences.
Fucking feminists, am I right?
Well, it's not just feminism, though.
I'm sorry,
They appease all audiences. They're changing their characters, and I know it's the most cliche, nerdy rant ever. But seriously, I'm so sick and tired of let's change this established character. Marvel has enough established characters in their backlog that they haven't used yet. Let's get Miss Marvel going. Let's get Black Panther going.
Have you kept up with the new Miss Marvel?
The new comic books, the one where they've made her Muslim?
Yeah.
Not yet. I haven't read into it.
I haven't read into it either, but honestly, I really like that. And like, I've read a little bit, and what I have read of it, it seems like a very cool concept.
It does seem like a very cool concept. It's just, rather than changing characters,
introduce more characters.
Bring in a Muslim superhero. Why is that so hard?
The thing is,
it's money. It's money based.
It's not money. It's that they have tried this before. Maybe not recently, but like back in the 80s and 90s, they would try all this thing where they would introduce all these brand new characters, like to, you know, these different demographics and stuff, and these characters would just crash and burn. So I think they're probably scared, or not scared, but apprehensive about trying this stuff again.
You know, I don't know if there's anything to be honest, your conversation's past the point of my knowledge. But,
I know.
No, as far as just talking about trying to appease the audience in general and stuff like that, anything that like Marvel or DC right now, anything they're doing right now at this point is more or less to not for the fans. It's never for the fans or the actual people that read the material. It's
for the general public.
It's for the general public. It's for making the most
PG-13.
money.
Yeah, absolutely.
PG-13 ruins everything.
Yes, it does.
And that's the other problem with Civil War. Civil War takes on terrorism. It takes on large amounts of death, brutal death.
The ISIS, Ebola virus.
Thank you,
Speaking
Kenny.
of the PG-13 thing, they better not do Deadpool PG-13. It had better be hard R.
I know that movie. Ryan Reynolds better be the hardest of ours.
Yeah.
And I know exactly what I said.
Well,
I mean it just like that.
His initials are RR, so
Exactly.
those R's have to be pretty hard, right? Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
The R as in if you're holding it like in a ranch. Ryan Reynolds.
So as if an Albertan is saying it.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
much the thing you're trying to say, right? I just summed it up for you, and like, right? Is that where you're going with? No.
Yes.
Sure.
Perfect.
Just golden.
Spot
Stay
on.
gold, pony boy.
God, The Outsiders.
Love that.
What a
Love
good
it.
book. I haven't watched that movie since like grade 4, but I feel like I should go back to it. I feel like there's a lot of things I missed
Probably.
then that I would understand now.
When was the last time you paid attention to the cast of Outsiders?
Since I last
Quite a
watched it in
few
grade 4.
surprisingly big names in that.
Tom Cruise is in that. I believe.
Okay, I did not know Tom Cruise.
Here. You know what? We have the magic of technology. It doesn't take me long to pull it up. Let's just talk about something quickly.
Actually, let's just talk about what kind of fucking phone do you have? It's like the size of your face.
To be fair, actually, it's about the size of my palm.
You have big hands. What phone is that?
It's a Galaxy Note 2.
Yeah, that's why it's so big.
For me, it's actually like a brand new phone.
Does it make you feel small?
No.
no,
not
it's
at all.
perfect size for him. Look at that.
Look at that. Seriously, I can do everything I want in
How
one
big
hand.
are your hands? Are your hands?
Like, here,
not-
okay,
we'll
yeah,
have a
that's-
moment. We'll have a moment.
Actually, they're not that. No, they're
No,
not
that-
that big. They're not that much bigger.
Put this in your
little
hand.
bigger.
Put this in your head. It feels right.
I like your background.
Sonic. Actually, my lock screen is Scott Pilgrim, so
Nice.
Don't
It
forget
is-
stuff.
yeah, my note
He has a
is
Post-it note on
don't
his thing.
forget stuff.
Nice.
Ooh. Also, sorry, I'm just speaking of things I'm looking at on your phone right now. Apparently, the Maple Leafs lost to Detroit. I'm
up!
sorry about that. That's
Shut
unfortunate.
up!
My team won tonight. Oh, that was your
Nervous-
fault. That was your fault. That wasn't me. I swear it was in
Phone
his
still
hands.
works. Phone still
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
He dropped his phone
Nowadays,
right now.
with the fragility of phones, a small drop from like 3 feet could be detrimental.
The drop from
Detrimental.
like 2 stories up, totally fine. The drop from like 3 feet above the floor shatters the screen.
We just introduced like 5 different topics now. I forget which one we were supposed to continue on.
We were apparently talking about Civil War, and then we got on to Outsiders.
Yeah, that's
Cast of Outsiders. Yeah,
Cast of Outsiders.
Let's
Cast
focus
of
on that.
Outsiders.
Let's move that back to Civil War.
Oh.
Yes, we're going to be talking about this, Kenny. I'm sorry. Maybe
Well,
you'll
you-
learn something
You had
today.
your 5 minutes of like that. Isn't that like all that's allowed in the
No.
podcast?
I could have sworn Tom Cruise was in it. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's
I don't
see.
think he
C.
is.
Thomas Howell, Matt Dillon,
I don't
Ralph
know
Macchio. So
Ralph Macchio.
fucking
Right, he was-
Karate Kid.
Yeah, you're right.
He's Johnny.
yeah,
Patrick Swayze's in
that's
it.
who I was thinking
that.
of. Yeah,
Swayze.
he
Miss
plays
him.
Dallas, right?
Daryl.
Time
Rob Lowe's in it. Emilio Estevez.
Emilio.
Tom Cruise. I was right. Tom Cruise is Steve Randall.
I don't remember.
Don't remember
any
that
of the
character at
characters.
all.
Leif
I wanna
Garrett's
watch that
in
movie.
it. Like the amount of names. Tom Waits is in this.
Really?
The rock musician Tom Waits is Buck Merrill.
The inspiration for Heath Ledger's Joker.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at that. We're alone and stuff.
Sophia Coppola.
Really?
Yes, she is little girl as Domino.
Another thing I wanted to talk about is I'll throw my 2 cents in here.
Okay.
I feel like I haven't talked enough in the last like 10 minutes.
I'm
Is
proud of you.
when movies post their credits, the credits that's given to some of the names of characters makes me laugh so much. It's like I watched Almost Famous, which is tied for my number 1 favorite movie of all time.
That's
I watched
adorable.
it last night, isn't it?
Yeah.
In
Did
the
you watch it with
credits-
your mother?
No, I watched it with some friends of mine. In the credits,
His mother.
I watched it with my mother the time before, which was like a few weeks ago, and my grandmother. Bonding moment. There's boobs in that movie. It was weird. Anyways, in the credits, I was reading some of the names. In every movie, they have sales clerk number 1, or guy standing at bus stop number 5. Right? They all had. I think my favorite one was guy who was really high. And they had the guy's name in it. Like I tried to like take a picture of the screen, but we went past the point, and apparently people don't know how to use Netflix and couldn't get back to that. Anyways, I say shout out to the people who give credit in casting, because that's just
the people who write the credits as like guy standing at bus station.
Yeah, like. And guy who was really high, like who comes up with that?
Specifically, guy who was really high.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, isn't that good?
I love those credits. Those credits mean more to me, or the ones that are it's like, hey, this celebrity was uncredited. Like, have you ever watched Wizard, Luke?
Of Oz?
No, just Wizard.
Of course.
Okay, you've seen Wizard. Do you know who's in that?
A wizard?
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tobey Maguire is in a movie that starred what was the main star of that? Boy Meets World's brother. I can't think of his name either.
I thought you were walking IMDb.
Shut up. I'm also drunk.
Wizard was Fred Savage, right?
Yes, Fred Savage. Yeah. A movie starring Fred Savage from the Wonder Years, that old.
California.
Has young Tobey Maguire as one of the as a non-listed
guy who's
cast
really
member.
high.
California. It's a Wizard reference. Don't worry about it.
Wizard.
It's so bad.
So bad.
Another wizard reference for you for the.
So bad.
Another Wizard reference for you for the 2 people besides us who have seen that.
Dude, the Wizard is amazing. Don't even get me started.
Go to your local video store, whatever.
Go to your local Pirate Bay.
Pirate Bay, sure. I don't even care. At this point, I don't even care. Watch Wizard. It's the best Super Nintendo related movie I've ever seen.
Yes, it's amazing.
Which I can think of maybe 2, and the other one's like Super Mario Bros.
I've never seen that. I want to watch that. I don't know if I do.
Super Mario Bros. With John Leguizamo.
Yeah, that
John
guy.
Leguizamo.
To be fair, they said that every time they went for filming, they said they were half cut.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They were absolutely
totally
half cut. And it's like, I mean, to be fair, if you were in a Super Mario Bros. Movie where everything was factually inaccurate,
Yeah.
you'd have to be half cut.
Another person that was not even half cut, full cut, was fucking Daniel Radcliffe in like the second half of the Harry Potter movies.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It was actually he fully admitted like he was
Yes, that one.
Okay.
he was an alcoholic, and like he was drunk during like most of the filmings of the last.
So
few
you're
Harry Potter
saying
movies.
the scene...
And
with-
it
You're
is-
the alcoholic, Harry.
It is. You can absolutely tell.
So you're saying the scene with the pincers was just him being
I've heard
him.
about this movie. This movie has a real... Sorry, back to the Wizard thing. I'm IMDbing it right now. This is the one with that McDonald's scene that's really out of place.
Maybe I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure this is the one that had that McDonald's scene.
To be fair...
It's the one that was the whole thing was a trailer. for
Anyway,
Mario
sorry,
Bros.
back
3.
to drunk Daniel Radcliffe.
Go back to that Wizard thing for a second on IMDb. Scroll down. I can't think of his name. Actor who was in it.
Luke Edwards?
No.
Fred Savage?
No.
Vince...
No.
Sam McMurray?
No.
Bo Bridges?
No.
Christian Slater?
Yes.
Yes.
Christian
Yes.
Slater in that
Right.
movie is terrible.
Yeah.
His impression of playing video games.
Oh.
It's the most
my
insulting
God.
It's the most insulting thing to any gamer ever. Him holding the controller, just swinging it back and forth.
I don't
going,
know.
oh yeah, I'm totally playing video games.
CSI
Yeah. It's
I
like,
think CSI and NCIS had the worst impression of video games.
I'm
I've
sorry.
ever
NCS also has the worst impression of hacking.
Sorry.
seen. Dual
Hollywood-
keyboards, motherfucker,
Hollywood and hacking in general.
is hilarious.
It's
Oh
I
my
kind of,
God.
I kind of want to go back to Daniel Radcliffe drunk. That kind of made me laugh. We weren't done about that, were we?
No, absolutely. Like watching the last the last few Harry Potter movies, you can tell like he is totally glazed over, like in every single scene. It's hilarious.
Like I said, all I think back when you say Harry Potter half cut is just that scene where it's like
And the half
the
cut prince.
pincers and the half cut prince. You know, that's good.
Thank you.
The pincers, to any Harry Potter fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I've only seen the first two.
Really? That's okay. You saw the one when they were the youngest and had no ability whatsoever, and then you saw the worst one.
Cool. So I pretty much got it summed up right there.
Yeah. That's exactly all of Harry Potter. Nothing but Voldemort.
I think
Except for 3.
I think it was. No, it was the third one. No, second.
The third one has absolutely no Voldemort whatsoever.
No, the third one was when little me started developing a gigantic crush on Emma Watson.
How did you feel when she cut her hair? Yes or no?
I loved it.
I thought she was so much hotter with short hair.
I got a thing for short hair.
Yeah, me too.
Is that your way of saying you like dudes?
I was just thinking the same thing. Is that gay?
Nah.
Okay.
Have you seen some of the ways like these chicks wear it? It's amazing.
It's amazing.
They wear it on their head mostly.
Mostly.
Mostly. Sometimes they wear it on their chin, but we don't talk about that.
You
Yep.
know,
So
we're there.
yeah, what were we talking about? I'm so
Civil
not.
War.
I'm so not involved in this podcast. That's lovely.
It's not.
No, wait, no, we're done with the Civil War thing, aren't we?
You know what? You know what? We glazed over that so quickly. I don't even care at this point.
Right.
But then again,
We need to start a comic podcast.
Are you? Is that saying something, Luke?
He said that to every guest we've had. That's not me. So
Hey, we need to do this. Hey, we need to do
Me
this.
and Corey are gonna do
Fuck
the anime
Kenny.
podcast. Yeah.
well,
Well, I need an outlet for my geek stuff because you won't allow that shit on here.
I
'Cause you
just like talking about pooping.
oh
in
my
public
god, I don't
places and
get it.
stuff.
Let's move on to something else. I'm so bored of this conversation.
Oh my god, why are we not talking about Game of Thrones?
Why are we not talking about T Swift?
You know what? Let's talk about both those right now because I love both of those.
Are you just
here,
waiting
here.
for the T Swift cameo in Game of Thrones?
Also, I want to point out T Swift's last acting role was an abomination.
You don't watch her.
Abomination. I don't care what you say. Her role in the last movie she was in
What was she
shouldn't
in?
have existed. The Giver.
She
a book
was in
that
The
I read as a
Giver?
child. She was in The Giver as a character that didn't exist in the books.
Most of the shit in the fucking movie didn't exist in the books.
Yeah, no,
Terrible movie. I'm
no,
sorry.
she was the daughter of the Giver. I just ruined your day, didn't I?
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie, and I'm not a fan of her acting career. I'm a fan of her music.
I'm a fan of her whiteness. I've said it
yes.
before.
I am not a fan of her whatsoever.
Well,
Everything about her pisses me off, even the way she looks.
Really?
I'm not attracted to her in the slightest.
I like your shoes.
I like my shoes too. Did you know they're high tops?
Really?
Whoa.
Ooh. Those
They are
Those
fancy.
are pretty pimpin'.
Yeah, and honestly, you want to know how much they cost me? $10.
Personally, I think they should have ended
$10.
this part here, but no, that's cool.
I wear high tops. That's how I roll.
I used to wear high tops, and then I grew up.
Whoa.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
Dude, I am 2 years older than you.
You're
The
an
shoes I'm
asshole
wearing
sometimes,
right
you know
now,
that?
I call them my mom shoes because they look like mom shoes, but they're fucking comfortable.
To be fair, you make fun of my shoes, and you have every right to, because I don't even tie them. I just fucking Velcro
Me
them.
neither.
They have 3
They
Velcro
have-
straps
that's
on them.
nice.
They have shoelaces, and then they have 3 Velcro straps. I just keep the shoelaces tied, and then I just use the 3 Velcro straps, and I'm like, yeah, this is good enough.
I slipped mine on to the point where the heel isn't really heel anymore, and it's just kind of a bunch of like crushed up. I did that with my work boots. Probably shouldn't do that with shoes you wear for like 10 hours a day.
Maybe not, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty destroyed actually. I need to get new work shoes.
So I'm not gonna lie, this is my turn to do it. Maybe we should take a secondary break, because after drinking all the alcohol I drank and just all the fluids in general, now I need to go to the washroom.
So that's our
Second intermission.
Is that
First time for a second
I don't
intermission?
think so, actually.
No,
I
this
think
is the first time for a second
I'm
intermission.
pretty sure Edward 40 Hand episode we had like 6 intermissions.
Did we? No, I don't
We
think
had a lot of
no,
intermissions.
I don't think we did. I don't remember editing.
Or
that many
maybe we said a
intermissions.
really long intermission.
I think so. That
Whatever,
was-
we're having
no,
an
yeah,
intermission.
it was absolutely just a long intermission.
Just pretend we have advertisers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Christopher Walken,
Okay, go
and
pee.
I do support these guys here.
What's the name of our podcast?
I don't know.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll be right back.
I'm proud of you guys for making this far.
Thank you.
I don't know why you kept drinking that. I feel bad for you guys. I'm sorry I screwed up this drink that much, but
How's yours taste with the cranberry?
with the cranberry, it's awful. Like, it's worse. It's worse. Keep with the twisted tea if you're gonna do
And I'm
anything.
just gonna go straight
I
to
don't even know what Hennessy tastes like on its own.
Me neither. At $80 a bottle, I don't think I'll ever find out.
Are we back on the podcast?
Yes, we are.
Okay,
Welcome
we're
back,
on the
people.
podcast. Cold opens, right?
Yep.
They're the thing.
My favorite thing.
Probably should have grabbed another drink before we got back, but yeah.
Pass him a drink.
What?
You
That's
can
what
try mine with the cranberry.
Oh, there's actually. Can you pass me a twisted tea in that mop bucket?
in the mop bucket of
In
ice.
the mop bucket of
The
ice.
ice bucket. The ice bucket challenge.
I did that. We already talked about it. We
Yes.
talked about it for so much.
Actually, I'm sorry. I
There's
do
so
have to
much.
put my 2 cents into this. I never did it. I got challenged twice.
Do
and
you
I
know
never
what? To make you feel better, I did it.
That was my thing. Is like I'm like
You're a terrible person.
my
I
thing.
know, right?
I understand like the whole like okay, it's all about raising
The
awareness.
bass. No
All
trouble.
about that bass. All
No-
about that bass. No trouble.
Last episode, I was listening to the podcast and somebody said all about that, and nobody said bass. And driving in my car, I was like, bass, bass. Someone's gonna say bass, and no one said bass. I was like, no.
Fucking.
I like how
when-
this has just all been a flashback to last episode.
That's every episode's a flashback of the episode before.
When that happened, I was doing the same thing. I was waiting for somebody to say bass, but I didn't want to be that person.
Right? I thought I would be that person. That's
Me too.
Well, there. It's all about that bass, and Kenny says so.
no trouble.
Anyways,
How do you
were saying-
feel about Megan Trainor?
I like the music of the song. I don't like the song itself.
Okay. You?
Have you seen Jimmy Fallon and Megan Trainor do the whole like
Yes.
basically
The preschool, like
the preschool
instruments?
version? It was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but
Her singing, and that's what bothered me. And it's like the musicality was just gone from it, and it just shows like maybe she's not the best artist. Maybe she's just good at popping out those pop hits.
I don't
what does popping out the poppets mean?
It means the shit that
Is that
Swizzle
is
does.
that an expression? Is that an actual expression?
No.
Because it should be one. Popping out them popples. Popping out them popples. Pop. Now we're just gonna the rest of the podcast is gonna be popping out them popples. Bobbles.
Pop hits.
Oh, I thought you said popples.
No, I definitely said pop hits.
You're slurring your words then because I heard popping out them popples.
I never thought I'd be recorded slurring my words.
No,
That's
you
awful.
didn't. You didn't slur
Me
that.
neither, and it happens every week.
You
for me.
didn't. You didn't slur. Kenny is just terrible at listening.
Sorry, I have these things blocking my hearing.
You also have these things, feeding our voices directly to your ears.
I swear he said popples.
No, you just.
why we have these microphones?
You're just terrible at listening.
can listen. Listen.
It's like the worst ASMR I've ever heard.
ASMR. What?
Oh,
We
God.
still. I still want to do the shitty ASMR videos.
It's this whole thing. It's called auditory.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's ASMR is like whenever like music or just something.
No, you know when you like something happens and you like get like that kind of.
Always interrupt me, you bitch.
Oh my god, you bitch.
Was pop-
It's ASMR is not everybody experiences this, but it's when like a sound kind of gives you like it's
tingly.
Deja vu.
it's like a tingly feeling at the back of your neck.
It's like when you
the
get
base
like a
of your
massage from or someone's rubbing your head and you're like
Yeah, you get that kind of like
That,
tingly like
feeling, you know?
It's like a good feeling.
You ever get that?
Sure.
And not when someone's sucking your dick, because I'm sure that's the first thing you think about is
Well, when you make the facial expression that goes along with
the vinegar strokes.
Oh my god, I need to watch the internet, apparently.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Arrested Development, I believe.
Sorry, anyways, back to the
hold on.
ASMR thing.
Fucking no, vinegar strokes. It's like
Oh god.
It's like when you're doing like the O face, like you're making a face like you just drank like vinegar. It's like
Don't make that noise, you'll start puking. Anyways, ASMR.
ASMR, yeah. It's like not everybody gets this, and everybody that does get it, like different things trigger it. But yeah, it's kind of like this like tingly sensation. Like
They refer to it as the tingles, I think.
Wait. Do you guys think that anybody gets ASMR from your voices?
I hope Luke, mine is the most like grossest sounding voice you can hear, but he sounds very like sultry and smooth.
I really I
to
think
the evening radio.
You're listening.
No, but no, like
Radio.
ASMR thing is like it's the weirdest shit that like, triggers it. Though.
I think that's what I hope the end result of my my goodbyes, my sign offs is.
Just at the end of every podcast, I'm like, no, but yeah.
But no,
so that's
I want to do that shitty ASMR video where it's just like somebody that doesn't know how to talk into a microphone. So they're like talking up like really close to the microphone like this.
No, I'm taking off my headphones.
And now we
so
know
that's
what it
terrible.
sounds like without a pop filter. That's why we have these black things. Personally, the only reason why I bought my pop filter is because I thought it looked more
This
professional.
looks
but
hilarious. That was hilarious on the audio readout. That was like the funniest audio
It
readout.
sounded terrible.
That was disturbing, and I never want to hear it again.
I
Luke,
kind
that
of do
was
want to
like
hear it
you-
again.
That was like you talking.
Not right now. Save it for another podcast.
Save it for another podcast, please.
Save it for another Backfile podcast.
Yeah.
This should be the name of the episode, is the Backfile podcast.
The back what?
Backfile podcast.
This is the ones that no one ever listens to.
You know.
Yeah. It doesn't have Taylor in it. Oh, Taylor,
No.
Taylor, come back. You can blame it all on us. There's just something that doesn't work about a podcast without you. I'm adjusting my pop filter. Taylor, come back.
You adjusted your mic, and then mine dropped.
Yeah.
Brainwaves, man. Those shits are the deal.
But now my microphone's pointing at my dick.
Well, maybe it has something more interesting to say. Let's hope.
You never know.
Let's hope. I'm on Kenny's side here. I don't think I've added anything interesting.
Well, I mean, the one interesting conversation we had kind of got derailed there
By Kenny.
by Kenny.
My hands in the
Thank you,
air
Kenny.
now, proudly. That's my thing. Aren't I the diva?
Actually,
I'm the
no. I believe before I started this, Luke said something along the effects of, "Yeah, Kenny has a real knack for derailing everything that's said."
You know.
Yeah, I've had this problem my whole life. Actually, it's not a problem. Like I say, with my drinking,
It's a solution.
it's not a problem. It's a solution.
The cause and solution to all of life's problems.
For the record, the majority of people that listen to this podcast
Kenny?
are just friends of mine that I shove it down their throats to the point, okay, I'll listen to one. And they listen to it, they're like, really? Well, you know, there's a few parts in there. Like, I like Taylor.
Oh my god, that moment where you talked about Taylor, I totally understood
It just reminded me of that point where you're with Taylor and she's, I crave her voice. Taylor, if you're listening right now.
This is gonna creep her out to the point where she's never gonna want.
No, it's not. It's Taylor, for Christ's sake.
I guess
It's T-Swiss. Come on, man.
It is. It's teaspoons.
teaspoons.
It's Spoon. Her name's Spooner. Taylor Spooner. Spooner.
Spoon her.
Spooner.
Spoon her.
Spooner.
Spoon her.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we ran out of things to
Anyway.
talk about a little while ago. At this point, we're just making sounds with our mouths. No, Schwarzenegger.
We're doing it.
Oh, are we doing it?
No, we're not doing impersonations.
Oh.
Do you want to get into our
Ladies
favorite
and
things of the week? Favorite things of the week?
Maybe.
Are we at that point yet?
I don't know. Are we?
We're at an hour and
Do we have
55
any?
minutes.
Do we have anything to talk about for that?
For that?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
All right.
I have my favorite thing of the week.
I'm glad you do.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. By the way, you should have known this like 5 hours ago.
Yeah, we do at the end of the podcast. It's our favorite things.
Have you not listened to one episode fully?
I listened to one episode.
Do you listen to the whole
and then
thing?
It cut out.
No, yeah, we were listening to it on the way here, and then for some reason his phone just kind of cut out.
Yeah, that was a technical.
Did your battery die?
No.
How are you listening to it?
Through my phone.
We really need to fix our website.
I think.
Oh, by the way,
on YouTube.
this is like backstage stuff that
We're on
shouldn't
YouTube
be
now.
aired on the podcast right now. But as far as the SoundCloud thing, I blocked my credit card, so now nothing can run through it. So as far as our SoundCloud, if we want to
Still in progress.
if they want to get that going, we're gonna have to wait 10 to 14 business days.
Okay.
Or we could kickstart that as well. Let's kickstart everything.
Let's start a Kickfunder.
No. You know that one will Indiegogo.
Yeah.
We'll get started up
cover
on like
all the
3 different
platforms.
websites. Yeah, exactly.
For someone who doesn't know internet, at least he knows those.
Yeah, you know.
Those.
Kickstarter and Indiegogo.
Those. I say that weird. Those.
Oh my god. Anyways, things of the week. Favorite things of the week.
Yeah, we just basically what we've been obsessing over the week because it's your first time. You kind of have a little leeway because nobody's going to know if it's something that you've been obsessing over the past 5 days or something you were obsessed about 15 days ago.
More like 68 days ago. That's about our
Cut off
there. So think of that. I'll go first because clearly whatever you're gonna say right now is terrible.
And
so
I'm never prepared for this.
you are never prepared. And when you start talking about it, it's always like, oh, he's gonna start a tangent.
Yes, because when I
And
do
a
it,
tangent.
nobody wants to listen to it. It's
And by
so
nobody,
boring.
he means me.
And when Kenny wants to do it, it's the most important thing. Everybody has to stop.
Hey,
and
you're
Taylor Swift.
You're the one who started the diva thing, okay? I'm just rolling with it as I give the hammer. I'm sorry. I can. My favorite thing of the week is actually it's going to be a compilation of 3 songs. I'm going to keep it short and brief. Taylor Swift. She released a new song. It's called Out of the Woods. Digging that shit right now. I'm loving the song. Second song is The Cool Kids by some lesbian.
Whoa.
That have you heard? You've heard that? I played already once earlier today. That I wish I could be like the cool kids because they all seem to fit in that song.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. I don't know why, but that's like it's
That
like
was the one
it's
that
very
left
similar
my
to
mind.
Pumped Up Kicks in the sense that it's like feeling left out, but Pumped Up Kicks kind of goes kind of dark and they want to kill the kids. This one's more like she just wants to be like the cool kids, but that song is so hipster and douchey that I love it so much. Third song. My hand, I have 3 fingers up. Is the new Calvin Harris featuring John Newman? Is that his name? Newman Dinkelberg. Okay, we just combined a Fairly Odd Parents and fucking Seinfeld. Anyways, the new Calvin Harris featuring John Newman, I
Fairly Odd
believe.
Parents.
Blame. I honestly I heard the song for the first time yesterday, vaguely, and I YouTubed it and I downloaded it. God, that song's so good. I listened to that song in the I was showering today at like 9:30 at night because we're running behind. I like had it on repeat over and over again. So freaking good. As soon as this podcast ends, I'm playing it. Like just a warning. I'm gonna play the shit out of that song. So that's who you fingering right now?
Whoa.
Just the world.
Whoa.
Fuck life. More Calvin Harris.
How about let's talk about that lanyard you have on your keys? That let's talk about that. Why do you have a lanyard still? Like, how old are you?
Because
sorry,
anyone who knows me knows I lose my keys, and it's really sad. And
I had a lanyard once, and I grew up. Luke, what's your favorite thing of the week? I'm sorry. I get really defensive when anyone like judges me.
You just get defensive when you start judging everybody else.
That too. Anyways, Luke, your favorite thing of the week is it Taylor Swift?
It is not quite Taylor Swift.
Matt, what's your favorite thing of the week?
Not Taylor Swift either.
So sorry, go ahead. We're just derailing right now.
Mine's kind of a fun fact that I found out the other day.
And hold on, as per my mom's request last podcast, we talked about it, is we need to have a fact every episode. So,
Yes. Good point.
I have a fact. Can we talk about mine first?
Oh my God, Kenny!
I'm kidding. I do have one, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
No, yeah. Let the diva have his moment.
Well, let's let him finish his moment.
All single A's. So apparently,
ladies.
I think it's Asia. I think there's a colony of bumblebees that when a wasp attacks them,
Oh yeah.
they use they essentially all they do is they cook the wasp till it dies, and by doing that, like the way they do that is the wasp will like just like it's so this is I watched like a National Geographic thing to like not big graphic thing about it, so I'm gonna give it my terms of how it went. So like this wasp is like yo, like he's rocking out like my anaconda don't want no she got so he's just listening to his Walkman and he walks into the beast and he's like, damn, man, this is gonna like look real good on my resume. If I go in here, I tell all the other wasps about this place, right? Man, I'm gonna come in here. I'm just gonna do it, man. I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm gonna post it on Facebook because Facebook is so important, man. I'm gonna do it. So he goes in the wasp and he's like, hey, bees, you know what? I'm here. I'm better than you. I'm gonna fuck your shit up. So he walks and he watches them for bees. He's like, yeah, dog, I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching. You're making honey, dude. You don't need honey. You know, all you have to do is you have to just fuck other shit up. So he's like, I'm gonna fuck your shit up. The bees, on the other hand, the bees come in and they're like, yo, man, like, this guy's trying to fuck her shit up. And he's like, yo, man, you want to do, like, that thing we were doing, like, do the thing. And he's like, yeah, man, let's do that. So anyway, so the wasp goes, he's like, yo, man, what's up? You guys are all bitches. I'm going to make my hoes. And he comes in and the bees are like, fuck that shit. As soon as that wasp touches one of them bees dive on that wasp and they start vibrating their asses. And do you know what vibrating their asses do?
Twerks.
As Nicki Minaj would, the anaconda don't want none until you burn to a crisp. They cook that motherfucking wasp. They cook it to the point where it dies. And that's how they
that was the
keep their colony.
World's worst explanation of how that works.
I can't believe I've ever seen explained like I'm like ghetto before.
I know. I don't know why my instinct went to like ghetto talk, but
I've seen explain like I'm 5. I've seen explain like I'm Calvin. I've seen explain like I'm Jive. I've never seen explain like I'm ghetto.
Well, good. I'm glad.
This is a new thing Kenny started.
I don't know why bees and wasps talk like black people, but apparently they do.
Because of black and yellow, black and yellow.
Don't start talking about Wiz. I love Wiz. Wiz is king.
Based God.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know if I even explained that thoroughly. Anyways, the point of that is, so the bees, I think they're from, like, I don't know, they're a specific type of bee. But what they do is when the wasp comes in, they pretty much, like, crowd the fuck out of it and surround it, and they start waving their, like, behinds to the point where they create friction. I say behind trying to sound familiar.
I thought it was just them, like, the friction of them, like, of their flapping their wings.
No, it's actually their, like, back ends that they buzz.
Oh, really?
Or that they move. And they do it to the point where it makes the temperature high enough that it kills the wasps, but not quite enough that it hurts the bees.
It's like this close.
Yeah, it's like
it's like 5 degrees off.
No, it's 1 degree off from the point where it would hurt them. And and they do that and they kill the wasp that way. And it's really interesting. And I don't know if I explained it well enough, but at the same time I feel like I explained it the best I could.
I can't remember where I saw that, but I've heard that fact recently too.
It came out like years ago, that video, but it just reappeared on my Facebook, so I want to talk about it. Anyways, Luke, you had a favorite thing.
Okay. I have a favorite thing, and we did actually get one question this week, so I'm going to
yes. Is that John?
Yes.
Yay, John!
John, you know what, John?
You're my bro.
You're our bro. You're like we're like bees, you know? And the haters be the wasp. You that guy who gave us about he's our wasp, and we just shake anaconda.
You just shake it off. You shake it off. You shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off.
Because the player's gonna play, and the haters.
Stop it! Stop it! I will grab that guitar right now. Anyways, what did John ask?
What would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you?
As far as a podcast?
Anything, really.
What would I do if I knew nobody judged me? Oh, damn it. This is a little too deep for what I expect right
now. Maybe I can go with like my favorite thing while you guys kind of think of an answer.
Yeah, go with your favorite thing.
Mine was a little fun fact I found out recently.
Is it about bees?
No.
Okay.
No, it's there's a voice actress named Allison Court. She was the main character in the Big Comfy Couch.
Luna.
Oh no, or was she Molly?
Molly, the clown one.
Luna.
And Molly was a clown?
Yeah.
Wait, was Molly the clown or was Luna?
Molly was a clown
I
doll.
thought Molly was the doll.
Molly was the
Luna
doll.
and Molly, the clown and her dolly, and the big comfy couch.
Wait. Think about what you just said. Luna and Molly, the clown and her
Lunette.
Lunette.
And Molly, a clown and her dolly.
So Lunette is the clown.
She is. But
Lunette is Alison Court. I recently found out that she is also Claire Redfield from Resident Evil. She is the voice actress for every incarnation of Claire Redfield in the Resident Evil series.
What?
In all the games and the movies.
But what about Granny Garbanzo? What's she doing now?
I don't know.
What about Major Bedhead?
I was about to say.
What about the big
Snickle
comfy
Fritz?
couch?
What about Snickle Fritz?
What about the dust bunnies?
You opened a whole can of worms that we could dedicate a whole episode of the podcast dedicated to the big comfy couch. Like, have you seen the ping pong episode? The ping pong ball?
Probably.
Where it's like the 10-second tidy is they have a vacuum, they clean up all the ping pong balls everywhere, and it's like covers the screen. I've never wanted something more than just ping pong balls everywhere. I don't know why. It's just so weird.
Anyways.
I'm sorry. I have these. I'm.
Yeah, I found out she's apparently a pretty prolific voice actress, and she is Claire Redfield.
You're gonna ruin that for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I still try and watch The Comfy Couch when I can.
Just occasionally switch over to Treehouse.
No, I just YouTube it.
Yeah, no.
I actually did. Like, I don't know, like 5 months ago, I YouTubed an episode
5
of
months.
that. Well, 5 months, maybe 4.
I found that. Well, I can't. How the hell did I find that out?
I don't know.
I believe it was Reddit, and somebody linked on that to a thread. It was like people asking like what's the weirdest thing you've ever masturbated to, and one of them was like every morning he would flip on the big comfy couch and it would be they're doing like the clock dance.
Oh no! Don't ruin the clock dance. I always tried to follow along with that. I could do it right now if you wanted. Okay, well,
To be fair, she's incredibly flexible.
you
ridiculous
ruined my
in fact.
childhood. Are you done with your thing now?
Yeah, all right.
You kind of hurt me a little bit. What's your favorite thing of the week?
My favorite thing of the week, honestly, and we were actually talking about this earlier, and I'm so ashamed. But Nick Jonas's new song, "Jealous."
You're talking about this right now. It totally
yeah, boy.
justifies everything I've said about this. So, sorry, Taylor Swift is here. My hands up as far as I can reach. Nick Jonas is here. It's about to my eye level. So
I wish I didn't like this song as much as I do, but it's been playing at my work, and every time it does. It's between that and Don't Stop Believing. I'm just like, every time it starts playing,
they're
I'm just
playing
like,
Don't Stop Believing on the playlist now?
yeah, just seriously on the playlist, it's just like, just a small town girl.
Hold on. You know, I feel for you completely because I'm going to be honest. When that stupid 5 Seconds of Summer song started, She Looks Good in the American Underwear, when that song came on, every time I kind of caught myself like
Look so perfect standing there with my American Apparel underwear.
I was kind of jamming a little bit, so I feel
It's
you.
the worst. It's the worst, isn't it?
But it's so catchy, right?
But by the way, guys, just so there's some clarification here. Kenny used to work at the same, not the same location, but with the same company that I work with now,
Which
HMB.
I've talked about before. I've talked about in the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my HMB friends.
HMB.
I'm coming to see you soon.
It's a great place to work, honestly.
It is. It's fun. It
And the
pays
music there,
shitty, but
when you work there, it is just the music is just the craziest, and
you learn to hate people too.
yeah. That's any customer retail.
Any customer service job.
Yeah.
Just any retail, any customer service.
Anyway, so Nick Jonas song, you will show me after this podcast ends. I'm sure I'll love it. Let's be honest, I will. That's good. To answer that question, sorry, am I rushing things? Because I feel like I'm rushing things because I really have to pee really bad right now.
140 right now.
Yeah, is it 140?
Yeah.
Look at that. I have to. So to answer that question, let's wrap this podcast up. What was the question again?
If you could do anything differently without judgment.
Yeah, if you knew nobody would judge you.
I would love, man. I would love. So that's my answer. Luke,
Okay,
go.
fair enough. You know what? I was kind of too busy with my own thing, so I'm not sure I have an answer for that.
Well, next podcast. What's your answer? He doesn't have one. So
I'm so ashamed to say this, but if I knew no one would judge, I would 100% all the time on the internet perpetrate myself as a woman.
Ooh, that's weird. Okay. On that note, we're
you'd
gonna
be
end.
like a catfish full time.
Full time.
Well, that's weird.
That is really
I'm
weird.
sorry. I'm judging
Anyway,
you.
so we're gonna conclude this right now, guys. It's almost 2 a.m. This is where we've come to. Thank you for listening a few minutes at this point. Congratulations. I feel like I should have a gift card promo code so you can use it and actually use something for it.
Finding.
Nobody's gonna make it through this. If you did, congratulations. You've become a member of our Gold Platinum Setbacks and Shot Tequila group. Yeah, we'll have a meeting next Tuesday. As always, stay tuned for more episodes. And where can you follow everybody?
Yes, you can follow me at Cynical Rainbows. You can follow Kenny at Kill Kenny with a 1 instead of an I. And do you have any social media, Twitters, or anything like that? You'd like to share?
No.
That's right. You don't. Okay. What's our website?
Our website is bigpixels.com, big-pixels. You can also find us on YouTube. We are currently, hopefully by the time this is out, it'll also be caught up. You are just, why?
Go pee already.
Just go.
Really bad.
I'll wrap this up.
And we have a
pee.
Facebook page now. You can follow us. Just look up on Facebook, Setbacks and Shot Tequila, and you will find us.
Yes.
And we'll see you there. And thanks again for listening. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I got
Bye.
pee so bad.